Welcome to Creating Wealth with Jason Hartman. During this program, Jason is going to tell you some really exciting things that you probably haven't thought of before and a new slant on investing. Fresh new approaches to America's best investment that will enable you to create more wealth and happiness than you ever thought possible. Jason is a genuine self-made multimillionaire who not only talks the talk, but walks the walk. He's been a successful investor for 20 years and currently owns properties in 11 states and 17 cities. This program will help you follow in Jason's footsteps on the road to financial freedom. You really can do it. And now, here's your host, Jason Hartman, with the complete solution for real estate investors.
Welcome to the Creating Wealth Show. This is your host, Jason Hartman, and this is episode number 206, or you could actually call it number 205B. I'll explain that in just a moment. Before we get into today's show, I wanted to mention something that I've been meaning to, and I've just forgotten to mention that on prior shows. If you have a skill, a service, a business that can offer services to one of my companies, I want to hear from you. I'm especially interested in talking to people who are followers of the show, who understand our content. If you're a blogger, a writer, a content creator, any of my companies, the Platinum Properties Investor Network, the Hartman Media Company, my new auction business, Open Door Auctions, and also for the new documentary that we're working on filming, Rigged. If you have services along the lines of video production, blogging, writing, web design, web development, WordPress specialty, whatever it is, if you'd like some extra business from us, we'd love to talk with you because we really are interested in talking with people who are interested and knowledgeable of our content. Just want to mention that. If you are one of these people, go to jasonhartman.com and click on Contact and then click on Careers and fill out the little application there. It's real simple, real quick. And let us know about what you do and what you might offer. And maybe it's not even one of the things I mentioned that I'm not even thinking of at the moment. And we just love to hear from you. And we're always looking for good vendors and people that can help us grow the business and get the message out there. So today's show will be rather short, because, as I said, it's 205B, if you will. And I wanted to just continue along the topic of Dallas and talk to you about the Dallas market a little more in sharing our predictions book with you. And this is the predictions or forecast book that we've published. It's about 80 pages long, and that is for sale. Many of you have already purchased it. It's a phenomenal publication, really offers some great insights onto 30 different markets around the U.S. And here what we wanted to do is give you the Dallas overview portion of that publication. So we'll do that in just a moment, and then we will go ahead and do the general Dallas overview. And these are two things that we meant to include in the last episode and didn't. So this is a pretty quick show, just those two things to kind of continue about the last episode about the brand new properties in Dallas with only 5% down, investor financing with 5% down. Pretty rare opportunity, pretty phenomenal opportunity. So we will get to that in just a moment here. And this again relates to the last show, number 205. So if you didn't catch it on there, we did repost this information there, but also we wanted to broadcast it here again in case you didn't re-download that last episode. So we will be back with this information, and we sure hope to see you on Friday for the Meet the Masters event. We just did a site tour of the room today with the big comfy leather chairs, and I think it's just going to be a phenomenal Meet the Masters event. So we hope to see you this weekend for that. Register at jasonhartman.com, and we will be back with the information on Dallas and our predictions for that market here in just a moment.
You know, Penny, sometimes I think of Jason Hartman as a walking encyclopedia on the subject of creating wealth.
Well, you're probably not far off from the truth, Rich. Jason actually has a 6-book set on creating wealth that comes with over 100 hours of the most comprehensive ideas on investing in business. They're in high-quality digital download audio format, ready for your car, iPod, or wherever you want to learn.
Yes, and by the way, he's recently added another book to the series that shows you investing the way it should be. This is a world where anything less than a 26% annual return is disappointing.
Jason actually shows us how we can be excited about these scary times and exploit the incredible opportunities this present economy has afforded us.
We can pick local markets that are untouched by the economic downturn, exploit packaged commodities investing, and achieve exceptional returns safely and securely.
I like how he teaches us how to protect the equity in your home before it disappears and how to outsource your debt obligations to the government.
He's recorded interviews with Harry Dent, Peter Schiff, Robert Kiyosaki, Pat Buchanan, Catherine Austin Fitz, Dr. Dennis Waitley, T. Harv Eker, and so many others who are experts on the economy, on real estate, and on creating wealth.
And the entire set of advanced strategies for wealth creation is being offered with a savings of $385.
Now, to get your Creating Wealth Encyclopedia series complete with over 100 hours of audio and 6 books, go to jasonhartman.com/store.
If you want to be able to sit back and collect checks every month, just like a banker, Jason's Creating Wealth Encyclopedia series is for you. Supplemental Market Predictions, brought to you by Platinum Properties Investor Network.
Dallas, Texas, 19.6% return on investment, 2011. Dallas experienced a series of moderate appreciation followed by a gradual contraction that has resulted in much less price volatility than has been experienced by other market areas. The area is expected to hit the bottom of its mild contraction in 2011 and then resume a course of modest appreciation. Dallas has a very strong business community and a large population of renters. This results in a much slower rate of value appreciation and a large supply of potential tenants. Currently, approximately 40% of listings in Dallas are from foreclosures. The primary strength of Dallas as an investment market is the strong cash flows that it generates. By building your investment on top of rents that are sufficiently large to pay for the expenses and mortgage on the investment, it will give you the power to hold strong until market conditions are optimal. In the case of Dallas, there is a perfect storm of factors that combine to make it a very strong investment market. The city has a very strong business sector that attracts skilled employees. The relatively high property taxes influence many people to rent their homes instead of buying them. This works to suppress price increases and place upward pressure on rents, since there is a relatively high percentage of the population who rents. One of the things that some people say about Dallas is that they don't care for the heat and humidity of summers in Dallas. This dislike of the weather convinces them that Dallas is not the place they would want to invest. This sentiment also demonstrates a great income property investing folly where people think that they should only invest in a place where they would want to live. Just because you would personally choose to live in one place or choose not to live in another doesn't mean that everybody else shares your sentiment. Many people have moved to markets like Dallas or Atlanta because of their superior employment opportunities. Based on this analysis, Dallas represents an excellent opportunity for income property investors. Now, let's look at the ROI build graph for Dallas as we predict the following multidimensional return on investment. 2.5% appreciation, 8.1% ROI from leverage, and 9.0% ROI from cash flow, for an overall total ROI estimate of 19.6%. People who follow Jason Hartman's Creating Wealth show know how much he likes markets with good affordability and attractive cash flows. When you add a favorable tax environment with an inviting business climate, you have an accurate description of Dallas. As a nexus point for business relocation and expansion, Dallas represents a very favorable opportunity for investors who are looking to get ahead of future growth trends. Dallas, with an estimated population nearing 1.3 million, is the third largest city in Texas, behind Houston and San Antonio respectively. It's the main city and economic center of the 12-county Dallas-Fort Worth-Arlington metropolitan area that, according to the March 2009 U.S. Census Bureau release, had a population of 6,300,006 as of July 2008. Making it the fourth largest and number one fastest growing metropolitan area by population in the nation last year. It's also the center of the largest metro area in Texas.
Founded in 1841 and formally incorporated as a city in February 1856, the city's economy is primarily based on banking, commerce, telecommunications, computer technology, energy, and transportation. Located in North Texas and a major city in the American South and Southwest, Dallas is the core of the largest inland metropolitan area in the United States that lacks any navigable link to the sea. The city's prominence, despite this, comes from its historical importance as a center for the oil and cotton industries, its position along numerous railroad lines, a strong industrial and financial sector, and its status as a major inland port, due largely to the presence of Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, one of the largest and busiest in the world.
Dallas, like many other cities in the world, was founded along a river. The city was founded at the location of a white rock crossing of the Trinity River, where it was easier for wagons to cross the river in the days before ferries or bridges. The Trinity River, though not usefully navigable, is the major waterway through the city. Its path through Dallas is paralleled by Interstate 35 East along the Stemmons Corridor, then south alongside the western portion of downtown and past South Dallas and Pleasant Grove, where the river is paralleled by Interstate 45 until it exits the city and heads southeast toward Houston. The river is flanked on both sides by 50-foot-tall earthen levees to protect the city from frequent floods.
The city of Dallas has many characteristics that make it a nexus for investment. These three vectors are demographics, quality of life, and the business climate. The demographics of Dallas support growth because of the large in-migration of people seeking a more attractive business climate. The affordable housing, ample access to arts and entertainment, and plentiful shopping options create an attractive quality of life in Dallas. The business climate in Dallas is extremely attractive due to the favorable tax environment in Texas, the concentration of business in the Metroplex area, and availability of transportation from both the freeway network and the airport.
U.S. Census estimates released in 2007 indicated that there were 1,240,499 people living in Dallas proper. According to census data compiled between 2005 and 2007, there were 440,633 households and 257,339 families residing in the city. The combined population of Dallas-Fort Worth is 6.1 million people, which is expected to grow to 7.7 million by 2025. In the city, the population was spread out with 26.6% under the age of 18 and 8.5% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 32.1 years. The median income for a household in the city was $40,147, and the median income for a family was $42,670. The per capita income for the city was $25,904. About 18.7% of families and 21.7% of the population were below the poverty line, including 33.6% of those under age 18 and 13.4% of those age 65 or over. For more information, contact an investment counselor at jasonhartman.com.
The Dallas-Fort Worth area has a cost of living that is 8.6% below the national average. The Arts District in the northern section of downtown is home to several arts venues, both existing and proposed. Notable venues in the district include the Dallas Museum of Art, the Morton H. Meyerson Symphony Center, the Trammell and Margaret Crow Collection of Asian Art, the Nasher Sculpture Center, the Dallas Contemporary, and the Dallas Children's Theater. The City of Dallas maintains and operates 406 parks on 21,000 acres of parkland. Its flagship park is the 260-acre Fair Park, which hosted the Texas Centennial Exposition in 1936. The city is also home to Texas's first and largest zoo, the 95 acres Dallas Zoo, which opened at its current location in 1888. Dallas is home to the Dallas Mavericks and Dallas Stars. Both teams play at the American Airlines Center, as did the Dallas Desperados of the Arena Football League before that league's demise in 2009. The Major League Soccer team FC Dallas, formerly the Dallas Burn, used to play in the Cotton Bowl, but moved to Pizza Hut Park in Frisco upon the stadium's opening in 2005. The College Cotton Bowl football game was played at the stadium through its 2009 edition, but has moved to the new Cowboys Stadium in Arlington. Nearby Arlington, Texas, is the new home to the Dallas Cowboys of the National Football League. Since joining the league as an expansion team in 1960, the Cowboys have enjoyed substantial success, advancing to 8 Super Bowls and winning 5. Known widely as America's team, the Dallas Cowboys are financially the most valuable sports franchise in the world, worth approximately $1.5 billion. They are also the second most valuable sports organization in the world. The Cowboys are only outvalued by Manchester United, a soccer club from England, who are valued at $1.8 billion. The Cowboys are relocating to their new 80,000-seat stadium in suburban Arlington. Also in Arlington is Rangers Ballpark, home of the Texas Rangers of Major League Baseball.
The Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex as a whole has one of the largest concentrations of corporate headquarters in the United States. With an unemployment rate of only 4.7% and over 128,000 businesses, Dallas represents a highly attractive business environment. It's also highly attractive for entrepreneurs and has ample access to transportation, with direct flights to most major U.S. cities in 4 hours or less.
A recent study ranked the Dallas-Fort Worth area number 2 in job growth for the nation. This makes Dallas an extremely attractive nexus for investment, specifically for income properties, since the strong job growth in the area will help to keep the rental market strong for a considerable length of time. This will create tremendous opportunities for investors.
The Dallas-Fort Worth area has a broad diversity of employment, ranging from transportation to technology and education. This base of employment fuels the rapid job growth that has come to epitomize Dallas-Fort Worth over recent years and is expected to create job market stability into the foreseeable future.
Dallas-Fort Worth also plays host to many foreign-owned corporate subsidiaries, further adding to its attractiveness as a business nexus. This represents another key characteristic of the Metroplex that makes it a magnet for commerce. By attracting both domestic and foreign business, Dallas-Fort Worth has established itself as a key growth area for both the present and the future.
The city of Dallas has 12 Fortune 500 companies, the third most in the United States, while DFW as a whole has 22. New additions to the list include AT&T, which announced plans in June of 2008 to relocate its corporate headquarters to downtown Dallas from San Antonio, and Comerica Bank, which relocated in 2007 from Detroit. Irving is home to 4 Fortune 500 companies of its own, including ExxonMobil, the most profitable company in the world and the second largest by revenue, Kimberly-Clark, Fluor Engineering, and Commercial Metals. Additional companies internationally headquartered in the Metroplex include Southwest Airlines, American Airlines, Radio Shack, Neiman Marcus, 7-Eleven, Brinker International, AMS Pictures, ID Software, Ensco Offshore Drilling, Mary Kay Cosmetics, Chuck E. Cheese's, Zales, and Fossil. Corporate headquarters in the northern suburb of Plano include Electronic Data Systems, Frito-Lay, Dr. Pepper Snapple Group, and JCPenney. For more information, contact an investment counselor at jasonhartman.com.
The Dallas area freeway system is set up in the popular hub and spoke system, shaped much like a wagon wheel. Starting from the center of the city, a small freeway loop surrounds downtown, followed by the Interstate 635 loop about 10 miles outside downtown, and ultimately the tolled President George Bush Turnpike. Inside these freeway loops are other boulevard and parkway-style loops, including Loop 12 and Beltline Road. Another beltway around the city, upwards of 45 miles from downtown, is under plan in Collin County. This has helped to make Dallas the equivalent of an inland port for trucking and transportation.
The migration to Dallas-Fort Worth is not limited to employees, startup enterprises, and small businesses. There are multiple Fortune 500 companies that are moving to the Dallas area because of its low taxes and favorable business environment relative to more expensive business environments such as California.
Dallas represents a highly attractive real estate market with home prices that are 23% below the national average. In addition to this, Dallas has a large amount of existing office and industrial space to absorb continued expansion. While most markets are contracting in value, the Dallas market is actually going up. In addition to this, apartment occupancy rates are over 90%. These factors lead to excellent cash flow, attractive return on investment, and the potential for long-term value appreciation.
The real estate market in Dallas exhibits many attractive characteristics, with good housing supply at all price ranges, a very reasonable average home price, excellent price stability, attractive occupancy for rental units, and tremendous prospects for long-term appreciation.
The Dallas-Fort Worth area is going through a business and building boom that has become the envy of the nation. The net migration of people and businesses toward Dallas is a trend that is likely to continue into the foreseeable future as people move out of high-tax environments such as California and relocate to more attractive business climates. If you are interested in the investment opportunities available with the Dallas market, contact your investment counselor for a one-on-one consultation. In addition to the investment properties, ask your counselor about our coaching programs, where they will work alongside you to develop a holistic strategy that merges attractive investments, solid financial planning, exceptional education, and a strong focus on personal values to help you achieve your goals now and into the future. We are ready to help you realize the success that you have dreamed of. Are you ready to take the next step? It only happens twice a year.
And the next Meet the Masters event happens on March 4th through 6, 2011 in beautiful Orange County, California.
With our panel of experts, we're putting enough real estate brainpower in one room to make Donald Trump flinch.
Meet the Masters is a powerhouse education that can revolutionize how you think about money and wealth in totally unique and incredibly innovative ways.
You will learn the smart way to choose properties by market and micro-market, entity structuring for financial protection and privacy, how to grab every tax benefit the law allows and save on life's largest expense, how to put together the most creative financing package possible, the hidden power of the 1031 exchange, how to easily invest in dynamic growth markets outside of California.
You'll also receive one-on-one coaching from a professional real estate investment counselor. At Platinum Properties, no one falls through the cracks. We want you to succeed, and we're determined to do everything in our power to make that happen.
Will you be any closer to financial freedom in 1 year? 3 days can make all the difference if you simply have the courage to take action on your dreams.
The reality is that you can fire your boss and live life on your own terms sooner than you think. For more information about the Meet the Masters event and how to receive a $950 discount, go to jasonhartman.com/events.
This show is produced by the Hartman Media Company, all rights reserved. For distribution or publication rights and media interviews, please visit www.hartmanmedia.com or email media@hartmanmedia.com. Nothing on this show should be considered specific personal or professional advice. Please consult an appropriate tax, legal, real estate, or business professional for individualized advice. Opinions of guests are their own, and the host is acting on behalf of Platinum Properties Investor Network, Inc. exclusively.